gas, not a gas spot. Hey, Frage, every day she'll make you say, oh my God. She got this.
Okay, look, David and Annie are with me. You all know them and love them from 90 Day Fiance. Okay, and of course you have a new show out, The Full Story. Is there really anything left to tell about you guys? I mean, you guys are basically fucking amazing entrepreneurs now, but is there like anything else to follow? I mean, how are you guys you guys got your own full spin-off show.
Yes. We are so honored to continue to be part of the 90 Day family. We do not consider, everybody says, oh, you're a superstar, you're so big. No, I'm not. We are everyday people who just happen to be on TV.
Yes. When I selling my dress on live, I would tell people, you know what, you don't have like we never think I never think I'm superstar or anything. I'm just everyday people like you. You tell me if you like, if you feel anything and you tell me, and then how do you say, like, you can talk shit to me. I don't mind because I think I am just one of you. But when you talk shit to me, I talk shit to you back. Then don't get mad.
Yes, you talk shit to me, I'm coming to talk shit to you. Absolutely. I love that motto.
I think I am superstar. I never think I'm better than anybody.
We're not.
Yeah,
We're and that's the thing is.
But don't get mad when they're talking shit back.
But wait a minute, you guys, do people still talk shit to you? Because truly, people fell in love with you guys during Pillow Talk, right? When you were originally on 90 Day, of course, you got a lot of backlash, right? David?
Of course, let me kind of explain that. All the backlash that I had was very well deserved. I had lived in Asia for 5 years, first in Thailand and China teaching. I was unprepared when I came back to America. It's nobody's fault but my own for not being prepared. And I put Annie in situations that, going back, if I was watching Pillow Talk about myself, I said, David, why are you doing that? You have a great life in China. But, that's my fault. So I don't fault people for having comments because, quite frankly, it was not a good place in my life.
Sure. But people, okay, but do people still talk shit to you guys? Because, I mean, people seem to love you now.
Oh, you're always going to have somebody, it's probably one of my family members, but you're always going to have somebody.
Always is.
Probably my cousin. And it's, but that's par for the course. If you didn't have haters, then you're not sharing something. Then you don't have love. So it's, look, I respect and love each and every one. The 90 Day fans to me are like family and friends because it is part of pop culture forever and ever. We will always talk about this, whether the show lasts for 50 years, God willing, or whether, look at the Simpsons. They've been around for 33 years.
I love you.
I don't want to be like Simpson.
Well, because you don't want. She doesn't like it because they're ugly. I mean, Annie learned English by watching Family Guy and American Dad. I mean, she was starting to sound like Lois for a while.
Okay. But David, how are you guys? I mean, you guys are very successful. First of all, you got the cooking show. You sell dresses. You guys are in the top 10. I read you're in the top 10 of Cameo. I actually read you've made over $200,000 on Cameo. Higher? Is it higher than that or lower?
It's a good number.
You guys are killing it. David, did TLC come back to you two and say, we want to give you your own spinoff show? Or was that you two realizing you're a fan favorite?
I don't know the genesis of it. TLC and Sharp are family to us. We have absolutely, and the producers,
I think the TLC and the Sharp, I think they all keep an eye on everybody, every couple, like what the life going on. I don't know for the other, but for us, even though the camera on and off, we still live our best life and we still doing stuff. A lot of stuff go behind the scene. Like for selling dress, it just came up like months ago.
While we were in Thailand.
Yeah.
We've talked about, and my uncle Gary said to me, find a product that people want and need in America. And then, look, can you go to Thailand and buy a dress? Sure. Can you design it like Annie does with small shops? Because she works with small shops to make sure that we're helping local people there.
Yes.
And then, of course, I do the back end, the trademark, the website. And I will tell you the name, which for the first time, because the website is up and live.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the name of the website, the name of the company is Boom Bangkok by Annie. .net.
Bangkok by Annie. For real?
Dot
If I
net.
go to this is the name.
You can go live right now.
Yes.
It's boombangkokbyannie.net.
Mhm.
And this is where we go to buy the dresses.
Yes,
You
boom Bangkok. When you wear the dress, you're gonna get boom and you're gonna get a Bangkok. I mean Bangkok fashion.
But it's
You guys are-
.net, not .com. I screwed that up. .com will take another few weeks. But boombangkokbyannie.net.
Mhm.
And not only on there can you buy a dress, we have to upload the dress. I'm still building it out. Went live last night. But you can order a Cameo. You can order our cooking oils. You can order a memo. You can
Connect our
connect
manager.
with our manager. Because when I don't post as much on social media as everybody else because I try to respond to every comment. Because if each person takes the time out of their life to like and comment, I want to respond.
Okay, this is amazing. I'm trying to find the website though. Hold on.
Like boom.
And then
It's all one word.
And Bangkok is BANGKOK,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes, not COK, not COCK.
Right.
BANGKOK by
AN.
NIE.
Weird. Okay, wait, it's not coming up. But
All right, www.boom, BOOM, BANGKOK, BYANNIE.net.
All right, weird. Maybe it's I see your Okay. All right. Well, anyway, look, I'll find it by the end of the show. I suck at
Maybe I can send
multitasking.
it to you.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
I send you-
yeah. Send it to Nicole. Email it to Nicole. She'll pass it on to me because I'll definitely promote it. This is the first time you guys are promoting it. So David, was your uncle the genius, or was it your background in business that you and Annie sort of said, "Oh, I lost him. Hold on, we closed out." That's good though. Gives me time. Okay, we're back.
I hit the wrong button.
No. Don't worry. We'll get it. I want to check it out. So, David, was it your uncle who was kind of the genius in the business side of it, or your past experience and you knew?
He had mentioned it. Annie really is the genius behind everything. I have to give
Look at
Annie
you,
credit.
Annie. I love it.
The reason why I want to sell is because at first I when shopping and see the dress and I bought it one and I wear it and the size is kind of like look like can fit the XL America. That's unusual in Asia, right? So
Yeah.
but then I tie to my body, it still look good in me. Like you can wear from small up to XL. So I think that's good. One size fits all and they see the quality. I think I can sell it. So the first thing I just believe in myself because first I like it, I love it, I can sell it. I think everybody who wear it, in the size, so
Yeah.
you will look beautiful. That's how I believe at first. I bought with me 30 of them and I sold them only one night when I went live and gone. And then I ordered them one more, like
130.
130 around and I sell them again like in 2 days and I order them again. So every time I order the dress, I will keep it unique. I will order like each item of color. I will do like only 3 of them or 5 of them. Until now, I just stock like some. I will do like 5, some 10. That's all. I just want to keep it units. You got it. If you don't get it this time, you might get it around in the future. I don't know because I always change.
Yeah, and I'm still uploading like the products as they come in. We have a shipment due any day because we've worked out the logistics for shipping, for all the things that that's the back end stuff that I'm working on.
I just love fashion. I love to
Yeah.
wear dress, and when I go shopping, even though in the high-end brand, not high-end brand, but the brand name in like the fashion Scott Belmore, they start from 69, 89 to 179, but I can get the same quality, but just not their name on my dress. It's going to be my own name and a lot cheaper because I sell it's only $39.
I love it. No, I mean, your fans love what you guys are doing. They love the cooking show. They want more. So full story, tell me more about it. Because this pulls back the curtain, shows more of your life. A couple of things I want to ask you about. First of all, David, I think we know you've had a vasectomy. People are very curious if you guys are ever going to have a child. But you both have kind of said that's not where you're at right now, right? I mean, so have you stopped all those conversations of having kids or?
Well, it's not that we've stopped the conversation because I've always left it up to Annie that if she wants to have a baby.
Well, let's be honest, David, you doesn't want so. David doesn't want to lay the kids anymore. When you're 50-some years old, you don't want to change diapers. That's not his specialty.
Well, when you're closer to changing your own diaper than you are getting somebody to
So-
college, I mean, it's.
I hear you.
To me, I have to worry about my kids sneak out eat at night, and in the same time, I have to keep my eye on my husband to buy fish later. Tell me, stop that open this. You already taking medicine. You're supposed to go to bed. Like that's gonna be my.
That's
job.
when I was on Ambien. I've been off of Ambien 9 months now.
I have the proof.
I know.
Okay, so the only kind of kid drama in your life, basically, right, is Annie, your siblings, right? Kind of trying to sponsor your siblings for them to come over from Thailand. And it
Yes.
seems like at least your brother isn't really wild about it, right? Like
Oh,
tell us how that's
Well,
going.
you have to understand, it is a big difference between coming from a farm in a village in rural Thailand near Laos than it is coming to America. So we have to consider his feelings with that. Yes, it is her 14-year-old brother and her first cousin, Amber, who's 16.
Let's be honest. I really I close to them. Like we grow up together. I raising them. A lot. My friend and my aunt raising them, and I love them so much.
Yeah, and as do I.
Yeah, so I even can give everything. I even can give my life to them because I love them so much.
Sure.
And I think it is a good opportunity for them to come starting. They not try to be a immigrant. Come starting.
Hell, I've been trying to
have
get deported for 3 years back to
have an
Thailand.
experience.
You want to go
I
back?
just want them to have an experience.
Oh, I know. I hope it works. I hope they enjoy their time here. You're saying, Annie, just have them come, have them study, see if they like it, and then you guys can kind of go
Well,
from there.
Yeah.
You have to understand, if you look at every world leader in countries that English is not their first language, they've studied in Australia, England, America, France, Germany. The West has created, and that's how you have world leaders, and that's how you build relationships. For them to learn in America and go back to Thailand, they automatically will be successful. They can go work for a multinational company. They will have the English language skills, the American culture skills. And Thailand is, obviously one of the largest economies of Southeast Asia.
Yeah, absolutely. Since we're on the subject of family, David, a lot of people want to know the update. It sounds like now you have a good relationship with your children. So do you, Annie,
Yes.
with Ashley, your daughter. And I'd actually read too, your ex-wife has moved on. She's getting married. How
Oh,
is
she's been married she got married for the third time before we got married.
so
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't keep up with her. I haven't talked to her. I haven't texted or talked to her since Jacob turned 18.
yeah, you
Except
guys are
when
done.
When he was shot was the only time we saw her in the hospital. And she flew out the next day, and then she came to pick him up a week later.
Tell me about what happened with your son being shot?
He was with a friend at a friend's house. His friend was playing around with a gun. Jacob said, "Is the gun loaded? Don't point it at me." The friend said, "I don't know." He pulled the trigger and he goes, shot. Annie and I were sitting with a family court judge. I was helping her run for re-election because they're nonpartisan races in Kentucky. And we were helping her. I was going over the map of the district of Jefferson County. And when we got the call, and they said, Jacob's fine. He's been shaken up a bit. This is from the kid's mom. But he's been shot. And I'm thinking a BB gun. So we go to the house in Saratoga Woods, which is a very good area of Louisville and J-Town. We see all the yellow tape around the house. And I said to the police officer, "Where's my son?" I said, "The redhead." And they go, "He's on his way to the U of L Trauma Center." I said, "Well, who should I ask for?" They gave me a card. It was a homicide detective. No other information.
Oh my God.
So we get in the car, that piece of crap red truck that I had, and we're all the way down to U of L, which is about 30 minutes. And I get there and they put me in a room. They said he's got about 5% chance of surviving.
Oh my God. Where
And
had
that
he
was
been?
Annie's first 3 months in America. That was January 28th, 2018.
And remind me, where had he been shot? Where had he been shot?
Face right here.
Oh my God. How's he doing today? David.
He's doing well. He has a girlfriend. He's living in Texas. And, he's doing well. He went through a lot of PTSD.
Oh, I bet.
Trying to get him to come out here a little bit. But since she's in college, there, and he's working and he's getting better slowly. He's physically fine. He had many surgeries. He'll always have a little scar there. He kind of looks like the Geico commercial, like if a Neanderthal can do it. He kind of grew his hair out. But I talk to him, quite often, and he's like, Dad, I want to go to Norway. Allison, I want to go to Norway. I'm like, where did this come from?
Annie,
random.
Annie, how's your relationship with Ashley? How's your relationship with David's kids? It sounds like it's better. But now you guys are starting to get money established. You obviously have a long career on TV. Annie, how's it going from your point of view?
Honestly, for between me and Ashley, I think because we live far away, and she come around, she comment on my post. When she call David, she say hi to me. We kind of talk, share story and laughing on the phone. So.
And Ashley and one of my grandchildren came out a couple of years ago before COVID and visited, and she's doing well. She's had a tough year with the loss of her daughter's father. So she's been, and Annie will, without even telling me, will send her $100 and say, go have a drink.
So between Ashley and I think we are getting better.
Good.
And also, when you don't live near each other and on top of each other all the time, you kind of like, all right, you can have conversation over the phone. But I think when you put everybody on top of each other, like,
daily routine.
Yeah, so
how do you guys, David? How do you feel like they feel, and Annie? How do you think the kids feel about your success, your continued success? Because at first it was like, okay, you're featured on a show, you got backlash.
We don't really talk about it much because
I think for Ashley, I think she's happy for us.
I think she's very proud to see where we come from.
She's very happy. She probably think like I doing better than what she thought at the beginning. Because at first, she wasn't impressed with me at all because she didn't know me. I'm younger than her. I'm about to marry her father, and come from Asia. So she didn't know me at all. She just looked like, oh, gold digger, try to come to America, get a green card, blah blah blah.
Who's the gold digger?
He's the fucking gold digger. He has all the gold.
Well, not all of it.
Yeah, because I don't like to wear my jewelry at all. So he's gold digger. I help set me up. So you talk about it. All I have is water buffalo because we cannot bring them to America. I think if he can, he will. So he can bring the gold. So all the gold is with
we
him.
can bring them. I just don't know how well they'll survive in the mountains of Scottsdale, in Fountain Hills.
So, until today, so far what she see I'm doing, like I'm saying, I not really care much about the negative thing. I will focus on myself because I know I have a lot of responsibility for my family, for my own self.
Sure.
I have my brother, I have my cousin who I really love. I don't have much time to focus on another negative. You can throw on me all you want, but my goal is still my goal. So since I come here, it's 4 years ago. I have American Express. My credit score is very good. I'm starting my own American dream. I'm working really hard because I have a goal. I have the goal, more to go.
And Annie, are you officially an American citizen?
Not yet.
No.
Soon though.
How close? How close do you guys think you are?
I would say it's a matter of months before we have the appointment.
Awesome.
So we've been practicing, certain things like the 3 branches of government. Actually, my uncle, which was by marriage, he was a senator in Kentucky for 42 years, the majority caucus chairman. He's the one that gave Annie away.
Wow.
So she has pictures with Democrats and Republicans because there was many people at our wedding who are elected officials because I used to work for the governor of Kentucky many years ago as a health policy advisor. My undergraduate's in aviation from Embry-Riddle. My master's is hospital administration from the University of Kentucky. So, I was around a lot of people.
David, do I get a vibe that you still have a political itch. Do you want to get back into politics?
No, because then I'd have to
He
choose sides.
wanted me to run.
I wanted her to run for Congress.
I said, what the fuck do I know about American politics? I barely know my own self.
Don't just watch House of Cards or Designated Survivor. You're fine, Madam Secretary.
He said, you just pretend to know one because all of them, they pretend they know everything. Anyway, I said, okay, I can do that. Then.
I said, I can brief you on every issue. All you have to do is promise basil chicken in every pot.
Basil chicken.
And pot.
David, what do you say? People kind of tried to drag you through the mud too when you guys first started a 90 Day, basically saying you were involved with some shady politics. Was there any?
Well, I ran for school board because it's nonpartisan, and I literally moved into the district to run because I was out by one street. So I moved into there. There was actually internal fighting within the Jefferson County Teachers Association, and I ran, and they had a fight. They had to withdraw their support because they just didn't want to get involved in that. And it was okay. I came in second out of 4 people. I shared my issues that I thought were important for education. Mm-hmm. And, it's not that I box myself in right wing or left wing, because to me, government has to be like an airplane. Yep. You have to be center and balanced. You dip to the left on some things, you dip to the right on other things. And ultimately, and this is what I've said, the divisions in America is what makes us stronger. We can be polar opposites on ideas, but when we come together and share the best, as a nation, we will stand stronger. That's what built us 250 years ago. And if we divide internally and can't share ideas and values, because everybody has great ideas, it's unfortunate that the current political system puts everybody in a box and you're not allowed to come outside that box, as several political people have found out.
Oh,
there's
you should run. You and Annie, that's a great message.
Oh,
the problem is in my district is so.
He might, because he wants to have his own airplane.
Well, no, you don't get I'd have to be president for your own airplane. I will not be president of the United States. The day you're sworn in, 50% of people hate you, and even if they love you, that's your own family.
True.
But I've always been behind the scenes listening to different people's perspective and ideas. And I think what America needs is to say, let's take a deep breath, because we are all in this together.
Totally.
When China plans things, and I lived in China for 3 years.
Oh, yeah. Give us this. Yeah.
They plan for 50 years ahead. They don't think about the next quarter. They think about the next quarter century. It's very different than here. We think about the next election cycle. So automatically we're handicapped. We've treated politics like we're watching the NCAA Sweet 16, Final Four, 64, and who's going to move to which bracket and who's this. It's because television has become, the news cycle is a business.
David, you're so right. And I mean, I always say to people when we're having this infighting in our own culture, it's like, we have to think big picture, like Russia, like China. And when you say China and I say China as a problem, it's like they can build a city in a month. We can't do shit here. Yeah.
Well, they also have different regulatory things.
Sure.
The Chinese people absolutely do not talk politics. Oh. When I lived there for 3 years and I was teaching, and I worked both in a private international school within a public school, and then I worked for an electronics company with CEOs, CFOs on Western culture. We never talk politics. They don't talk politics. They have the party that runs the government. So even within that, they don't have like local elections and the constant interfighting. One, they won't allow it.
Yeah.
Two,
right.
It's all about making money for them. Their whole idea is to lift people up from poverty. And, we have a lot of negative images about China, but I'll tell you, the best way we can deal with China is what we did for many years, is by engaging with them in an economic level. Because when people are breaking bread and making money, you don't have time to fight.
Oh,
like Singapore.
Like Singapore. Singapore is utopia to me. I worked with Sing Health in chronic disease management in the 2000s.
You are everywhere.
I've been to 67 countries. I have been around the world. When people are making money and eating and their safety, there's no time for fighting. You're always going to have different ethnic groups that people marginalize. That's going to be across the planet. It happens. And the best way to engage in it is through diplomacy. Because if you can sit and break bread with Kim Jong-un, then you can probably solve problems. They're only wanting to fight us and build nuclear weapons out of fear, because think about it. We have presidents and Congress that change every 2 and 4 years, senators 6 years. So we say this is our policy. Well, a new administration comes in, policy changes.
Sure.
So how do countries trust us to do business with us in the long term? China has the Silk Road Initiative, the Silk Road Initiative that Xi Jinping started in 14 and 15 to invest in infrastructure over the old Silk Route. They just opened up a high-speed rail from Kunming, China to Vientiane, Laos, which is borders Thailand. It will go through Thailand to Malaysia to Singapore. They're thinking about goods, services, money. It's not about military, even though they have bases in Djibouti and they're investing in Africa. We were in Zanzibar and you see a Chinese medical mission. Why? Because they're investing long-term for the resources that are needed in the modern era.
God, I love it. Are you going to buy the website Boom Bangkok Politics by David.net?
No.
I mean, you're so good. I mean, you're so
I'm
good.
not gonna let me use my name.
Oh, no. If I run for office, it's going to be, I am Annie's husband and I'm running for Congress. I would not have my picture on the poster.
I have a million questions. I want to do some rapid questions because I know we have a limited time,
Yes.
but I want to get through all these.
Yeah, and I'll get off the politics because there's nothing I can do about it.
Look, I enjoy it. I think what you say makes a lot of sense. I'm curious, when you talk, do you talk any politics much on your social? I mean, because I'm sure
Never.
everybody's divided.
I do not post anything about politics because our show is about sharing love, laughter, and happiness, and that's not politics.
Tell me this. Okay, let's talk the show and your own personal lives a little bit. I read you both had lost weight, a significant amount of weight. David, you've lost weight. How did you do it?
Walking, being in Thailand, when I first went there 8 years ago, I lost about 100 and some pounds by walking, because in Thailand, you walk everywhere. You walk to go eat. You walk to go get a beer. It's one of those things and here now the weather is good. And once you start losing some weight, you're motivated.
Sure.
I am trying to do lower carbs, not no carbs.
Yep.
Lower carbs, walking and, apple cider vinegar and water. Or if I'm busy, I'll take my apple cider vinegar gummies. Annie does things. Annie could go and say, I'm not hungry and not eat for 24 hours. I can't do that. I wake up dreaming about food.
The first thing wake up, I drink black coffee and drink a lot of water during the day, and I eat only one time a day because when I drink the black coffee, it doesn't make me hungry at all. So I will keep going like that, and that's why only 2 weeks I drop a lot, so can change from all my clothes. It's not fit anymore. They be good.
It takes me a long time because I was so big that and I don't weigh myself. I've never weighed myself probably in 8 years.
But you've lost 100 pounds? I mean, at your height, you were 300, right?
No.
You don't think you've lost 100
I was over
pounds?
300, I'm sure, but I haven't lost 100. It's a good camera. I use the Tom angle. But I still have a long way to go. It's a little. I'm in clothes that I haven't worn in 3 years. I'm not at that clothes that I was at when I first moved to Thailand. That first year. Because I would walk 53,000 steps on Sundays in Thailand.
Ooh.
Let me explain to you how easy that is. You go get a foot massage. You go walk. There are $3 an hour for a foot massage.
Fabulous.
Sounds
great.
Yeah.
Annie, tell me, what's the hardest scene for you to watch over the years? You two have been on television now a very long time. Is there a scene you look back on and you're like, I can't even watch it. I hate it. I cringe.
I think the scene I don't like to watch is probably to see myself crying because it's kind of bring back memory, emotional. I like and say everything is happened to us is so true. Everything is true, no script, nothing. I cannot speak for everybody, but for us. So it's so hard for me when I look at when I see myself crying.
I know people say, did you get a bad edit? I'm like, no, I made bad decisions.
Well, David, I have a question. Online, on various Reddit stories, it pops up that when you were in Thailand, you were actually there as a sex tourist. Have you read this about yourself? A lot of people spread that rumor.
I mean, that term sex tours, how many people go on a girls trip and say, I'm going to go get laid? I mean, but that's,
yeah, I mean, everybody who go,
True.
I
Good
mean,
point.
not everybody, almost everybody who go travel, you will get some boom boom when you far away from home,
yeah. So
it's
I was single,
yes, and also in Thailand they have something for everybody. You are man, you are, for everybody. You are woman. They have a hot man bar. So like,
They
if you
do?
want to go, a sexy hot man bar, you can go. They taking care of you. They pull you, they massage you. They give you a good boom boom. You want, tell them what you want.
When
All right.
people think of Thailand, you hear that all the time. It's nothing but prostitutes. Like, okay, you have some red light districts,
Sure.
but that's not, I mean, you can go on any dating site. We have Tinder. What's the difference?
Exactly. Except in Tinder, they don't get paid.
Yeah. You go
Some
to
do. I mean,
Yeah.
it is illegal. Prostitution is illegal in Thailand.
It is. Oh, okay. It is.
But
Oh,
that's the thing that keep a tourist area going. I think.
I mean, but when I was teaching there, I wouldn't even really date even a Thai person. So
Really?
it's because
He did the Russian.
I dated a Russian girl for, nothing serious, but, it was when I went to China when I met Annie. We actually met through a mutual friend. She was a travel agent.
yes.
So-
And then you with him for 9 months.
Yeah, in China until we got the K1 visas. So, that's part of life. I actually heard her, Annie, because in Thailand you have a lot of beer bars in Pattaya. Annie worked at a hotel. She was getting a ticket to go back up home, but businesses open when they feel like opening.
Okay.
So because it's a bar or somebody's birthday, they have karaoke, people sing. Annie was a country Thai singer for 12 years, from the age of 12.
Mhm.
So they were singing, so she went up there and sang. I hear her voice. I'm like, can I buy you a drink? She's not going to turn down a free drink. She still wouldn't turn down a free drink.
You buy me 1 drink, I buy you 3 drinks.
Yeah, look, I love this story. I mean, how many couples meet and then, hook up on the first night, basically? I mean, there's all these rumors. Oh, David was there as a sex tourist. Annie, you were giving out blowjobs.
I was teaching at a university there.
I know. It's, look, I mean, I don't care either way.
Talk
Robert
away.
and Andy, they make only 8 hours.
And they're happy.
Exactly. Okay, a couple final questions. Chris and Nikki, about a year ago, they gave an interview, said your friendship was complicated. Are you all still speaking? Are you friendly?
Yeah, I mean, Chris texted me the other day to congratulate me on the show. And, we live so far away. He has his life. We have our life, and we wish them the best. I even posted for Nikki for her YouTube over the summer. He said, can I pay you to post? And I said, no, you're not paying me to post, but I'm happy to post and do a swipe up for Nikki's YouTube to help her. They're good people, and I wish them nothing but the best.
I know. I love that. You guys, the show is so great. It's the full story. Can you give us a teaser? Anything else, Annie, coming up? Do you guys have like a new product that you're going to drop? Obviously, I mean, you were great today. You announced your website for the very first time. Anything else?
We have our cooking oils. If you go to cookingwithdna.com, and again, if you go to boombangkokbyannie.net, you'll see all of what we're doing. We still, are teaching Thai cooking, doing catering, oils. I'm doing healthcare consulting. I don't talk about that because it's more of a private side, and I don't want to intermingle. That's not so much something people really give a crap about as me doing consulting work with a friend of ours here in Arizona. And yeah, it's separate worlds, but it has been humbling for us. I mean, Paul Abdul will call up and say, hey, what's going on with this couple, or what's going on with this couple? Because we have a mutual friend, Philip B., who does my hair products. That's how we met with Paul Abdul, and great. She's a great person, and hopefully once things get better, we'll be getting together for dinner soon.
Oh my God. I love
when we get out to California.
You two are very unique. It's hard to come on reality TV, be hated, and then turn it around and be beloved and totally transform your life on I can only think of a few people. Bethany Frankel did it. You guys are in a rare category. And my last question is, are you a fan of any other TLC shows? I watch them all, from Thousand Pound Sisters.
Well, that's
which
Discovery.
I think we're all the same family, but anyway, yeah. What
yes,
show?
The Discovery family. We watch Discovery Plus, and the kids absolutely love Naked and Afraid. because
Oh,
it's that survivalist. They're used to that in the
Yeah.
countryside,
Yeah.
except they wear clothes. Well, I don't know about your dad, but my father-in-law is a man of few words.
My cousin, she asked me, she want to join me and her to go naked
No.
and afraid, but at least if they let her wear the bikini, she want to survive. Also, Jordan, he say, I will join you guys. Oh my God, you don't know what American will bring you through.
I mean, her dad would go on there and he'd be the only one to gain 5 pounds, open up an Airbnb. His PSR rating. I mean, we love a lot of the TLC shows. I mean, obviously, Stacey and Darcy, we wish them the best.
Yes.
No journey.
People pop
Dr. Pimple Popper. There's so many good shows that TLC puts out.
they do.
And what I like about it is they're showing different sides of life. I am Jazz, and I don't really watch 600, but I like Dr. Zermanian.
Yes, I love
How
him.
you doing? How y'all doing today? It's just when I'm fat, it's too close to home. When you're that fat, you're like, am I going to get a call saying, hey, do you want to cast for this? Go
Dr.
fuck
Now,
yourself.
Dr. Now would like to see you. He wants to talk to you. Look,
1,000-pound sisters. I'm like, thank God I'm a guy. It's
1,000 pounds fun.
it's just too close to home. It's just
you guys are amazing. Look, this was so much fun. Look, have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas to
Same
both
to you
of
all.
you.
Merry Christmas. I
Continued.
think 2022 is going to get better, and we
I do
really
too.
believe this. And I'll leave you with that positive thinking.
Those great positive outcomes.
And if we all stick together,
Nothing bad can happen.
and then we really believe that 2022 is going to start out not on a great note because of Omicron,
Sure.
but I think as in the history of pandemics, you're going to find that it is trying to survive.
Yeah.
Because vaccinations were rolled out at different places in the world at different times, that you're going to have that. But from what we're initially seeing, we're obviously it's highly transmissible. But especially if you're boosted, your mortality rate is going to diminish to the point where we'll all end up with true herd immunity. I hate the fact that it's become political because
I know.
pandemic should not be political because it knows no race, color, creed, religion, political affiliation. And I think we're going to start out on a tough note, but things are going to get better. And I truly say better days.
Yet to come.
You guys are awesome. I adore you both.